So we went to the vet yesterday with Lila. Found a puddle of urine in the kitchen, hiding in the litter box. So we decided to bring her in. The vet said it was a good idea anyway. So she took her in the back and to get a urine test, and that went well in the sense that it didn't take any sedation. She was able to do it without sedation. So Lila is really really good with the vet. That's good. So anyway, she comes out. After we waited a bit, she came out and she said, "Oh, there's good news and bad news." So the good news is there's no infection. Yay, no infection for Lila. And she's moving around. Just want you to see her. Yeah, so there's no infection, but there's her urine is full of blood. So there's a lot of blood in her urine. And I go, okay, so what do we do? Why does she have blood? But, they say it could be crystals, stones, a mass. And I don't want to have nothing to do with a mass because my last cat died because of a mass and tumor. And so, I said, okay, so what do we do? She says, well, I'm thinking, I'm not thinking money wise. I'm just thinking, I got to find out what that is. And let's fix it. So she says, we can do an x-ray. First thing to do is an x-ray so we could see what's going on, an abdominal x-ray. So that's what we did. And Lila was really good again, no sedation. She was able to get clear pictures of her abdomen. Then after that, we go back in and she shows me the entire x-ray, and there's nothing. There's no mass. I'm happy, really. I'm happy about that. There's no mass, there's no crystals, but there's blood in the urine. So, and I go, well, what's happening? And she says, oh, it's inflammation of the bladder, cystitis. Okay, I says, well, why does she have that and what could we do? And then, she goes on to say that, Lila's been through a lot since 2023. May 2023, she was seized, and then she was at the vets, and then she was in a foster home, and then she had to go back to the vet because there was complications, and then she was adopted by me, with me, she's having, other issues, anxiety, stress issues. All of that is causing her stress. And, playing music, singing, a new litter box, me trying, to brush her and pet her and cut her and trim her nails. All that is just too much anxiety for Miss Lady Lila. And that's why she started peeing. And she started peeing after the new litter box. So that's one thing. And also my singing. So that's irritating her. And there's just too much, she said, all at once. It's causing her stress and anxiety. I can't believe it, really. But I can now that I think about it. But in the same time, I'm like saying, okay, like maybe did we need to go through $650 worth of tests, especially the x-ray? She could have said, we'll go home and we'll monitor, to see. Because basically, so after that, I say, okay, so how do we fix this? Oh, she goes, there's nothing to do. Really, it's just she has to be, stress-free environment, and just cut down on the singing and let her get used to her litter box, and leave her alone for a bit. Really, I can't believe it, and but I can in a way. And then after that, she says, oh yeah, you can give her a few gabapentins. Like she gave me a bottle, 10 pills, $40, $4 a pill for a gabapentin. So, I gave her one when I got home, and I give her one today, but I'm not giving her anymore. Like 10 pills, $40. I'm going to keep them for another situation because, if it's just that, if it's really just anxiety, then, I'm just going to do a few changes. I'm not going to, bother her for a bit. I'm just going to cut it down a bit and let her get used to her new environment. So, I don't know about you guys, but have you ever heard about such a situation? Did it ever happen to you guys? And do you think this is normal? But I read about it online when I came home, and Yeah, anxiety and stress can cause that. So I'm gonna tone it down a bit. So to all you Lila fans, have a nice day. Bye bye.